We're not so interested in style. We're more interested in the experiential quality of how you live and inhabit space. So our buildings are more derived from within rather than some formal aspect externally, which then informs the interior.
Very interested in how people actually experience the spaces.
We're designing for people rather than an edifice, so it's a people-focused, people-based design thinking.
The client approached us. We had worked for a relative of theirs, and we felt like we had a synergy in terms of what we were interested in and aesthetics and so forth.
It's a small property, it's only 5 by 24 metres. It's sort of built as essentially 2 volumes separated by a courtyard space.
And so with both ends of the terrace house, they're fully inhabited enclosed spaces. And then once we move into the middle, we've got all the daylight coming in from the north. So we've got that void. And what that means is we've tackled the most pressing problem of any terrace house is how to get daylight into it and how to actually make it feel like a series of spaces that are engaging with outside. And then that provides opportunities for movement too. When you're moving through these spaces, there's the opportunity to change aspect and to change what you're seeing, what you're perceiving, what you're experiencing. That, we think, really helps inform the design and actually gives it that multifaceted sort of nature that we find quite rewarding.
When I was first introduced to this project, I'm trying to establish what the space is and what the architect requires. Then I was lucky enough to meet the client, so he visited the showroom quite a few times. What was chosen, which is the Felper Edge range, all the outer components are made of a beautiful frosted white glass, so that within itself is quite unique.
I think we're quite proud of the fact that we've got so much into the property. That's probably an underlying theme of the project, was how to actually get so much into here, but actually still for it to be a house that somebody can live in and enjoy.
By necessity, it required some really rigorous thinking. And our client was very, very interested in every single detail.
The client was very familiar with Valcocina. He has a particular love of designer fixtures and fittings and European design. The house is quite a modest space, so we had to be very clever with storage solutions. The new Logica system was perfect for this because it conceals the kitchen.
Capacity to have something that is much more than it first appears is beautifully in line with the design of the house.
It has this sort of quite sheer, simple form by its nature and the material. And then you open it up and it sort of comes alive. It's quite a surprise. It's this magic box, clear glass partitioning inside the LED, and then the gorgeous engineering of this cantilever platform that just sort of softly floats up.
It's also the nature of this project. There's been lots of little iterations and alterations in terms of the scheme, just to modify and refine it. And Rogerseller were able to fit into that.
Yeah.
That was very helpful in a project that's continually evolving and becoming more refined.
Yeah. Both sort of client and ourselves and Rogerseller were all kind of working together, pushing boundaries and just testing it to see how far we can go, what the limitations are to achieve the optimal result. And that sort of 3-week process was really quite important, and it enabled us to deliver what the end result is.